Okay, it's Monday, September 15th, and we're putting in my 2 weeks. I am a little bit nervous, but honestly, I feel like this is an act of taking a chance in myself. It feels like a new beginning, but I'm so nervous. Holy shit. Okay, I'm about to hit send. No take backsies. Okay, I did it. By the time I make this video, I don't know where I'll be or how I feel. I guess it's almost like a letter to my future self. That was 2 months ago. I quit my job at my 9 to 5 and went back on the path of pursuing my dream to become self employed. I wanted to talk about what it's really been like because I think we're seeing a lot of people fleeing their 9 to 5s or screaming inside that they want to trade it in for this seemingly glamorized slow life where everything is amazing and you're just free to do whatever you want with all of your time. But the truth is, it's been also disorienting, really, really scary. I wake up most mornings with my brain going 100 miles an hour before I'm even out of bed. And also, it's been amazing. I feel like I've been in motion my whole life. I moved around a lot as a kid. I worked in a ton of different retail stores and restaurants through my teens and 20s. Then I bought a one-way ticket after college to see the world, somehow building a full-time income from creating travel content. And then after COVID, I worked remotely for a startup company, then became a personal trainer. I was fluent in impermanence. I never followed a traditional path. Honestly, I think I avoided the corporate ladder like the plague until age 33, when I finally took my first 9 to 5 job. And while I was good at my job, I always had a feeling this was just a layover. One day, I was in office. As I was washing my hands, I looked up in the mirror and stared at myself. And this voice popped up in my head, so clear I can still remember it. I don't think you're supposed to be here. I had this strong feeling that I had somehow deviated from my path and ended up in the matrix. A few months later, I took the plunge, and here I am. In the last 2 months, I struggled a lot with feeling like I was never doing enough. I could spend all day writing, editing videos, and when I think about how daunting it is to have to do so many things by myself, this recurring thought would pop up. Why am I complaining? I don't even have kids. This is really strange, but a part of me has a funny way of making me feel guilty. And for some reason, I imagine women, strong, single mothers, working multiple jobs, building their business, and tending to a child. I actually don't personally know anyone, but in my head they exist, and they shame me without meaning to. But I remember office days, 8 hours glued to the screen because most companies aren't actually results driven. They want bodies in chairs so it looks like productivity, like they're getting their money's worth. Now I get to plan my entire day and I'm afraid to waste even a minute. Even though my time feels like it's finally mine, I swear it feels like there's less of it. Freedom gives you more space and also more responsibility. But lately I've been trying to slow down a little bit more and notice everything instead of just rushing through it. Because a few months ago, this is how I saw my dream life. Starting the morning without rushing, taking walks when I want to, going to the gym more consistently. I get to learn and read things I love whenever I want, and build a business that not only support other people, but also continues to fuel my own curiosity and growth. Standing right beside immense gratitude, there's also a lot of fear. The financial insecurity is real. I left a steady paycheck to bet on myself, and some days that feels really empowering, while other days I'm looking at my bank account wondering if I made the right call. But at the end of the day, always there is one truth that feels like a lighthouse. I know that if I had stayed in the corporate world and never gave this a try, I would always be left wondering. But somehow over time, now that it's been 2 months, I've learned how to make peace with the fear and it doesn't come up as much. I've gotten to a point where I'm able to sort of alchemize the anxieties and turn it into focus. And it's not perfect every day. Definitely not. I still wake up in the morning with my thoughts going 100 miles an hour, but it's quieter and it feels like the entire system of me, even the parts that are scared and worried that this isn't going to work out, are tuning in together, and it feels like everybody's more and more on the same team, which is great. I was talking recently with a friend who's also building their own business, and we joked about how this path that we're on is perhaps equally stressful as being in the corporate world, if not more so. The difference is these challenges are ones that we've chosen. We picked this flavor of chaos. I guess in a way, it's kind of like raising your own child versus babysitting someone else's. Sadly, being an entrepreneur, starting your own business isn't just the fun and creative parts that we all love. Suddenly, you're the CEO, the marketing department, the graphic designer, the accountant. And honestly, I can do most of those things myself, but when it comes to legal stuff, my brain just starts to shut down and I push it further and further down my to-do list in order to avoid having to deal with it. But I knew at some point I needed to register my new coaching business properly. So my boyfriend told me that he actually used LegalZoom to set up his first LLC and that it was really easy to use. So I went and checked it out for myself. I don't know why, but I thought it was going to be a really complicated process, one that I would need to hire a professional to help me take care of. But LegalZoom's platform walks you through it step by step, and it's designed so that you can do it by yourself without any confusing legal jargon. LegalZoom offers different packages for your specific needs. And also beyond just the initial LLC formation, they can also help you stay on top of the ongoing stuff like business licenses and annual reports. But I think the best part about it is how affordable the service is. Even though I'm happy to take on nearly every single role required of me to build my business, there are definitely some things better left to the professionals. And if you would like to use their services for yourself or your business, I've included a link down below. And I'm also realizing that imposter syndrome is something that literally everybody experiences. I'm partly driven by my natural curiosity to learn the things that I want to learn, and part of it, a sense of inadequacy. And I think maybe a healthy dose of that is okay. And instead of letting that debilitate you, if we can somehow transmute that into a way that actually drives us to continue to learn, to also work on ourselves. If I have a huge project that I'm undertaking and that I know is going to take a lot of time, instead of trying to make it perfect, I get the first draft out. So that way I'm never feeling stuck needing to make something perfect in the first go. But I keep that momentum going by just taking one step at a time imperfectly. I don't think self-employment is for everyone. I think some people prefer the security, and I think some people prefer the structure and knowing exactly what they need to do and when to get it done by. But sometimes maybe just the discomfort of being someplace where you really know you don't belong is enough for you to take that very first step. Not necessarily to throw it all away and start something brand new, but maybe just starting to ask the right questions. I have a feeling I'll be making a follow-up to this video at some point down the line. After all, it's only been 2 months. And even though there's a low level of fear that's in the background every day I wake up, I don't think I would change that. The 5-week program that I've been working really hard on, called Return to Self, is almost ready for its first launch. There's a waitlist that's been growing already, and I'm probably going to take 5 people for the first round. It'll be a small and intimate group, and this is for anyone that would like to build a home within themselves, that are tired of performing, people-pleasing, overdoing, feeling like they're not safe to be themselves or ask for the things that they want, or on the other side of it, choosing to detach or to be hyper-independent and just telling yourself that you don't need anything or anyone, but really, in a way, suppressing your true desires. It's also a program for people that feel like they're tired of collecting just more knowledge, more wisdom, more insights, and would like to try something a bit more hybrid. We are going to be rewriting our stories, but also practicing what it's like to embody some of the knowledge that we come to learn. And how do we actually apply it into our everyday life so that it becomes a natural part of our being and not just a concept that lives in our head. If you're interested, the waitlist is down below, and I can't wait to see you there.